be seated.
Do have the permission of the Chancellor to commence the convocation proceedings.
Yes, permitted.
I declare the convocation open. The 82nd Convocation of Osmania University has been called to confer on His Casa the degree of Doctor of Laws, LLD, upon Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana, Chief Justice of India, and to confer the degrees and diplomas upon the candidates who have been certified to be worthy of them by the Executive Council. Let the candidates be presented. Chancellor Madam, I present Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana Garu to you. Register. Citation.
Everyone, on behalf of Osmania City academic and administrative fraternity, I deem it privilege to propose this citation in honor of the Chief Justice of India, His Lordship Justice Nutalapati Venkatramana. The architect of the Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, addressing the Constituent Assembly on the 26th of November 1949 on the occasion of its adoption, said that the Constitution per se may have lofty ideals, objectives, but unless it is in the hands of good people, it would not produce intended results. His Lordship, Honorable Justice N.V. Ramana, has not merely understood the intent of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, but also throughout the course of his legal career, has put in unstinting efforts to live up to the expectation of the makers of the Constitution, which demonstrates his nuanced grasp of the Constitution and its objectives. Hailing from a middle-class agriculture family in a remote village in Andhra Pradesh, his journey to the highest post in the Indian judicial system speaks volumes of his talent, intellectual ability, and perseverance. Right from his early school days in Kanchikacherla Government Jilla Parishad School to the university level, he always evinced a fondness for books, made reading his obsession and passion. His Lordships illustrates career as a lawyer for 17 years and innumerable illustrations that he has always believed that a constitution is a tool for the empowerment of the people. He has demonstrated a fine balance between the constitutional proprieties and societal anxieties. For him, truth and truth alone has been a quintessential driving force. The life of his Lordship is both lesson and inspiration for the posterity. During the course of his lofty and impeccable career, his Lordship has been a judge of High Court of Undivided Andhra Pradesh, Chief Justice of Delhi High Court, Justice of Supreme Court, and Chief Justice of Supreme Court, and yet has remained like a lotus in a pond. The truth test of integrity is remain righteous in the face of temptations. His Lordship is credited for authoring path-breaking judgments, although there are many judgments that are historic in many ways. Two judgments of his deserve mention for they define the person and persona. In 2017, in Swaraj Abhiyan versus Union of India, His Lordship wrote a separate concurring opinion on the National Food Security Act 2013, in which he understood the need to establish micro-level apparatus for active implementation, which reflects his concern for the mundane needs for the poor. In another landmark judgment, His Lordship observed that the value of women's work at home was no less than that of her office-going husband. In the context of the university, these examples point to two important areas of academia: poverty and alleviation and gender equality. He has proved by example that a change in conceptual role of judges would affect in a greater shift towards activism and assertiveness in governance, eventually benefiting the people at large. Judiciary is a very fulcrum of democratic polity. By putting in unstinting efforts to make it proactive in the service of people, His Lordship has set it in the right direction. In due appreciation and commendation of his exploratory services and for his outstanding contribution to the higher judiciary, the Vice Chancellor, the Deans, and the Executive Council of Usmania University deem it an honor to confer his honorary doctorate on Justice N.V. Ramana garu. Thank you very much.
Chancellor Madam, I pray that he be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, in recognition of his attainments and contributions to the field of law.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana to the degree of Doctor of Laws, LLD, honoris causa of this university on account of his eminence, attainments, and contributions in the field of law.
Will all the candidates for the award of degrees, diplomas stand and answer the three questions put to them by the Vice Chancellor with the words, "I do promise," after each question.
Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that if admitted to the degree for which you have been qualified, you will, in your daily life and conversation, conduct yourself as become worthy members of this university? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that to the utmost of your opportunity and ability, you will use your power for the promotion of true learning in the service of your fellow men? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will faithfully and diligently fulfill the duties of the profession to which you will eventually belong, and that you will on all occasions maintain its purity and reputation?
You may sit now. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor D. Ravinder, Vice Chancellor of the University, to present the report.
Respected Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan Garu, Honorable Governor of Telangana State, Lieutenant Governor Puducherry, and Chancellor of Osmania University. Justice Sri N.V. Ramana, Honorable Chief Justice of India, and the Chief Guest for the 82nd Convocation. Justice Sri Ujjal Buyan, Honorable Chief Justice, High Court for the State of Telangana, and Justice Chandraya Garu, Chief Justice for the HRC, Telangana, Government of Telangana, Honorable Judges of High Court for the State of Telangana, Honorable Vinod Kumar Garu, Vice Chairman, Telangana Planning Board, and Sri Rajashekar Garu, OSD to the States, Minister of External Affairs, Professor Limbadri, Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, Honorable Professor E. Suresh Kumar Garu, VC, Vice Chancellor, IFLU University, and distinguished guests from the different parts of the state, esteemed members of the Executive Council and Academic Senate, Deans of the faculties, Professor Lakshmanarayana, Registrar of the Usman University, Professor Reddy Nayak, OSD to Vice Chancellor, Professor Nagesh, Controller of Examinations, Principals of the colleges, Directors, Heads, Chairpersons of the Board of Studies, and faculty members of all the departments, distinguished alumni, guests, non-teaching staff, gold medals, graduating students, print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. First time which we are conducting convocation in the pleasant evening. I welcome you all for this in this pleasant evening. I have a great pleasure in welcoming you all to the 82nd convocation, annual convocation of Usman University. At the very outset, I, on behalf of Usman University and on my personal behalf, extend a warm welcome to Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan Garu, Honorable Governor of Telangana State and Lieutenant Governor Puducherry, and Chancellor of Osmania University, and our distinguished Chief Guest, Justice N.V. Ramana Garu, Honorable Chief Justice of India. We deem it an honor to have you both amidst us on this auspicious occasion. I congratulate all the students who have secured gold medals, PhD degrees holders on this occasion. I take this privilege to present a brief report. Already the detailed report is already circulated to you. That's why I think I will confine to a very brief report on the Osmania University. Usman University, the beacon light of the higher education and a center of academic excellence, was established in the year 1917 by His Exalted Highness Mr. Mir Usman Ali Khan, the 7th Nizam of Hyderabad. It is a matter of pride that Usman University is the 7th oldest university in the country, the 3rd oldest in South India. I take great pride in reminding ourselves that our university has been accredited with A+ grade by NAC, a university with potential for excellence by University Grants Commission, RUSA 2.0 by MHRD, and Category 1 graded autonomy by the University Grants Commission. OU is one of the premier institutions of higher learning in the country, dedicated to imparting quality education, disseminating knowledge, enabling substantial research output among a wide base of learners from the different parts of the world. It is one of the largest affiliating universities in the country, with nearly 800 plus colleges and 4 lakh students comprising UG and PG research categories. And across 12 faculties, 53 departments, 20 research centers, and 300 different UG, PG, multi-concept programs, and these contribute the major educational landmarks of our country. Regarding rankings, I'm happy to inform this August gathering that Usman University has secured the following very, very prestigious rank. Usman University has secured 22nd rank among all the Indian universities and 46th rank in the overall ranking category of the NIRF 2022. Here I think I would like to place before on the record that as soon as I took over the Vice Chancellor, we have prepared the 21-point agenda, which consists of which provided the roadmap for the all-round development of the Usman University, which we have prepared in 2021, when at that time the Usman University ranked 32. Because of the last 1 year which I have been working for the hard, and ultimately we got in 2022, we got the 22nd rank from 32 to 22nd, which is a coincidence. The rankings provide an insight to the institute's strengths and weaknesses based on the scores under the various heads. Usmania University scored well in research with respect to volume, income, and student diversity. However, the quality of research publications, as reflected by the citations, teachers to student ratio, and public perception needs to be improved. I congratulate the faculty, staff, and students on their dedication and commitment for placing Usmania University among the top-class academic institutions in India. I hope Usmania University would do well and retain its momentum in scaling new heights in the future too. I thank all the university administrators and teachers for steering the university on all fronts and sustaining the academic momentum. Regarding academic initiatives, as you all aware that all the universities have adopted the online teaching learning methods, Usmania University is also on the forefront and used the online during the COVID period, and subsequently we are also continuing the same methodology and blended method also. And Usmania University is in the forefront, particularly conducting the various sets. The Telangana State Council of Higher Education entrusted to conduct the TS CPJET for all the PG students, LASET, LSET, EdSET, and other sets also which have given. In fact, which we have initiated a novel method in Usmania University this year, and any undergraduate may seek admission in any PG courses offered in arts and social sciences. This is perhaps the first time a state university has introduced such a facility to encourage interdisciplinary choice for students to choose from. We also increased the national integration quota from 5% to 20%, which is over and above the sanctioned intake, to increase inclusivity of students from other states and to change the classroom composition also. We also applied for the TS set. I think it is in the pipeline. As soon as we get the permission from the UGC, we will conduct the TS set exam also. To change the perception of the Usmania University, which we have conducted Usmania Taksh 2022, we have conducted 3-day program, March 24th to 26th, 2022. On first day, which we have conducted open day. That means to showcase the university research and publications to the society, and we given a concept that known as the lab to land and lab to product also. The first day almost all 20,000 faculty and students came from the Telangana and visited all the departments, appreciated like anything. And second day also, which we would like to, we devoted the alumni day and third day cultural program, which was received very well, and to change the perception of the Usmania University, that was one of the important event which we did it. Usmania University Foundation Day also, in almost all in the last 105 years, the first time Usmania University conducted the Foundation Day celebrations on 26th April 2022, Sri Bharatlal, Secretary Lokpal, New Delhi, and Sri Honorable Vinod Kumar Garu, Vice Chairman, Telangana Planning Commission, Telangana Planning Board, were present on that occasion. And also we are conducting the UGPG exams because of the COVID situation, which disturbed the almanac, but we are trying to streamline the almanac. And at the same time, almost all every second day or third day, the Usmania University is witnessing for conducting seminars, workshops, conferences on the various themes. And similarly, the research funding is also Usmania University getting research funding, particularly from the MHRD, RUSA, DBT, UGC, CSR, and so on, so forth, particularly to research activities of the universities are wide-ranging, interdisciplinary, and are for the high order. RUSA also, which we got on the top 10 universities of the country, Usmania University is also one among it, and we got 107 crores under the two categories, but so far we received only 16 crores under RUSA, and we established 9 centers of excellence, 12 mini centers of excellence, which are also working. And it has been decided to institute Research Corpus Fund for the promotion of world-class research in science, technology, and engineering fields. The university would like to provide seed money to the teachers and scholars with potential to get projects from national and international agencies to conduct world-class research. And for encourage the young teachers, the Usmania University is the first university which instituted Vice Chancellor Award for best research papers, the transport facility for the girl students to provide to move from hostel to college also. Similarly, the 2021 agenda, the present university administration, ever since it took over, has been untiringly working to usher in a new ethos in the academia. Further, to excel academically, university is planning to develop with a 360-degree angle approach. To achieve this objective, the university has embarked a 21-point program for its overall development. I request all the stakeholders of the university to understand, internalize the 21-point program and harness your energies in implementing the agenda and realizing the intrinsic potential. Usmania University has committed for academic discipline, financial discipline, and time discipline also, and also adopted a slogan that is known as reform, perform, and transform, the mantra for overall development of the Osmania University. And will also initiate the cluster system, particularly to move from one college to other college with the help of the State Council of Higher Education, the knowledge-based system to share from 9 colleges, the autonomous colleges, which is also going to launch very soon. With the support and the clue from the Chancellor Madam, taking from the clue from the Chancellor Connect program, the university has launched an intensively focused drive to enroll members of the alumni members, encourage them to be part of the academic journey of the university through endowment chairs, fellowships, scholarships, etc. Several alumni have been approached to encourage them to be a part of the development process of the university. Recently, I have visited the USA to invite the alumni in overall development. In fact, a lot of alumni is showing enthusiasm to come out to the Osmania University, and we consider the 4th pillar of the Osmania University. And women faculty administration also. As soon as I took over the administration, I think we have provided more than 50% of the women teachers provided the crucial administrative positions in the Osmania University. And also Institute of the Indo-Pacific Studies, I am delighted to share with you that Osmania University has established an Institute of Indo-Pacific Studies at OU Center for International Studies. The university has pursued the matter with the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India for the sanction of substantive amount to the center. The delegation was led by Honorable Vice Chairman Telangana State Planning Board, Sri Vinod Kumar Garu and Rajashekar Garu also helped in this context. And we also created a very innovative center that known as the Human Capital Development Center. That center basically to impart skill enhancement training, improve placement services, provide counseling for global education to the students, and liaising with major institutions and industry to enhance the collaboration activities. Osmania University also established a technology business incubator, entrepreneurship, employability, and innovation hub is also working very seriously. And also Osmania University also proposed to construct a 500-bedded hostel for the students, and also coming up with the centenary administrative block very soon. Finally, we are always looking forward to our Honorable Governor and Chancellor of Osmania University, Dr. Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan Madam, as a constant source of inspiration in our pursuit of academic excellence. Madam advised me to 2 important aspects in the last convocation. Number 1, conduct of convocation for every year. Madam, we fulfilled in the last year which I have conducted, and this year also which we are conducting. Strengthening alumni. For this, I think we created a separate alumni cell in the university. We are also planning to create a separate directorate for the strengthening of the alumni in Osmania University. We are also privileged to have the distinguished Honorable Chief Justice, Dr. Yermi Ramana Garu, Chief Justice of India, in our midst on this occasion. We seek his guidance and support in our endeavors to make higher education meaningful, vibrant, and socially relevant. Our law college is also one of the oldest law colleges in the country, produced prominent law graduates from Osmania University. In our midst today, we have many teachers at the university and alumni who have contributed immensely to the growth and development of this university. I would like to acknowledge their role in making this university an institution of academic excellence. I express my deep sense of gratitude for the tremendous support and cooperation that I have received from the Honorable Chief Minister, Sri K. Chandrasekhar Rao Garu, Honorable Minister for Higher Education, Srimati P. Savitha Indrareddy Garu, and other Honorable Ministers. I place on record my deep sense of appreciation and gratitude to Professor Limbadri, Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, Srimati Wakati Aruna IAS, Secretary, Department of Education, Sri K. Ramakrishna Rao Garu IAS, Special Chief Secretary to the Government Finance, and Sri Naveen Mittal, Commissioner, College of Education, Government of Telangana, and learned members of the EC, Executive Council, for all their cooperation and for giving inputs from time to time. I take this opportunity to convey my sincere thanks to all the sections of the university community, namely Osmania University Teachers Association, Gazetted Officers Association, NGOs Association, Technical Staff Association, Employees Union, all the teaching staff and non-teaching staff, research scholars, students of their unstinted support and cooperation. I am sure in the years to come, their commitment and contribution will enable the university to maintain its noble traditions and scale new heights of academic excellence. I also thank the press and media for their constant support. చాలా సందర్భాల్లో గౌరవనీయులు శ్రీ చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ గారు ఎన్వి రమణ గారు ఏ మీటింగ్కి వెళ్ళినా కానీ చివరిగా తెలుగులో మాట్లాడుతుంటారు. ఏ విధంగానైతే భోజనం చేసిన తర్వాత పెరుగు పచ్చడితో ఎలా అయితే పూర్తి చేస్తామో అదేవిధంగా అమ్మతనానికి తెలుగుతనానికి ప్రతీక మన జస్టిస్ డాక్టర్ ఎన్వి రమణ గారు. ఇది విశేషము లేదా ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీ హిస్టారికల్ మూమెంట్ కావచ్చు. జస్టిస్ ఎన్వి రమణ గారు 48వ CJIగా నియమితులు కావడం జరిగింది, 48th Chief Justice of India, and similarly is also receiving this PhD honoris causa, also 48th person in the Osmania University. It is a coincidence, and I think it is very coincidence, and really is a historical moment for the history of Osmania University. May I now request Honorable Justice Dr. N.V. Ramana Garu, Chief Justice of India, to deliver the convocation address. Thank you so much for your attention. Have a wonderful convocation ceremony.
Dr. Tirumati Tamilisai Soundarajan, Her Excellency Governor of Telangana and the Chancellor of Osmania University, Honorable Brother Justice Ujjal Bhuyan, Chief Justice of High Court of Telangana, my brother and sister judges, Honorable Justice Chandraya Garu, Chairperson, Human Rights Commission, Sri Boinapalli Vinod Kumar, Vice Chairman, State Planning Board, Professor D. Ravinder, Vice Chancellor, Osmania University, members of the Executive Council, Deans of Faculties, respected teachers, officers and staff of the Osmania University, other distinguished guests, my dear students, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar. My heartiest congratulations to all those who received their degrees and honors today in this 82nd annual convocation. It is a joyous occasion for everyone involved. Your parents and your family members must be proud of your achievements. They have been your constant supporters. The history and legacy of this great institution places a heavy obligation upon your young shoulders. I wish all of you the very best in all your future endeavors. It's a great vision, along with impeccable character and conviction, which makes any ordinary person extraordinary. The Osmania University is a crucible which provided many such visionaries and extraordinaries. Osmania University, the third oldest university in southern India and the first in the former state of Hyderabad. The establishment of Osmania University by the Nizam of Hyderabad marked a new era in higher education. During its inception, the idea of imparting higher education through the local languages of India was a counter to dominance of the English language in India under the British colonial rule. All this while, Osmania University has stood the test of time. From the British Raj to independence India, it was continued to remain at the beacon of excellence. The notable alumni of this university have contributed greatly in their respective fields and have become household names. Osmania is one of those universities where political participation and scholarly pursuit went hand in hand. This university has produced one of the most remarkable prime ministers and statesmen of modern India in the form of Sri P.V. Narasimha Rao. It has also majorly contributed to the fine governance of the state. As many chief ministers and cabinet ministers, including the incumbent chief minister Sri K. Chandrasekhar Rao himself, are products of this education given here. This university has undoubtedly contributed to building modern India. I am afraid I am not a fit in the league of the luminaries such as Rabindranath Tagore, Sri Rajagopalachari, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. S. Radhakrishna, Dr. Bhimrao Sahib Ambedkar, and 42 others who are recipients of the prestigious honoris causa from this historic university. I am deeply grateful for the honor bestowed on me today, while I saw a new connection is being forged. Many old memories keep flooding back. Initially, in my student years, I aspired to join law in OSMANIA University. Although I could not join law formally, on many occasions I have stayed with my friends here in their hostel rooms, especially E-hostel. I have attended several classes in law and linguistics. I used to spend time in the canteens and the library of Osmania University. I have a lot of warm memories of this university. Especially considering the significance of Osmania University, I view the honorary doctorate I have been awarded today to be more than a symbolic honor for me. It is a personal obligation to do my best for the community. India is home to some of the oldest centers of knowledge. These centers shaped the minds and careers of many eminent men and women who in turn energized the freedom movement. The formation of modern independent India was significantly propelled by the ideas that emanated from the grounds of these universities. They are not just a place for meeting of ideas, but also confluences of ideas. These places of learning have, in fact, accelerated the social transformation leading to the overall upliftment of society. There cannot be a holier place than institutions of learning which lead to social emancipation. Osmania is one of such places of social emancipation. It has been a global center of learning and enlightenment, acting a mirror of social consciousness and reality. The university continues to be the most significant institution for several first-generation students coming from diverse backgrounds. Through the course of its existence, it has served as a place where progressive ideals were inculcated in students who fought for social change and more equal society. Situated in the historic city of Hyderabad, it reflects the state's diversity and rich traditions. The universities, particularly in nascent democracies such as India, play a very significant role in national building. They have acted as a cradle for novel ideas and have built characters. Rabindranath Tagore, in his collection of essays, was critical of the education imparted by the colonizers. He states that education should be nothing like parrot training, where students are taught just to mimic. Tagore said, I quote, "And for that, they must be trained not to be soldiers, not to be clerks in a bank, not to be merchants, but to be makers of their own world and their own destiny. And for that, they must have all their faculties fully developed in the atmosphere of freedom," unquote. This brings me to the question of the ultimate purpose of education. Education, unlike vocational training, should not stop with providing skills for employability. It is expected to combine perception and patience, emotion and intellect, substance and morals. Critical thinking is essential for the growth of every individual, society and the nation. True education is what nurtures true impulses and independent thinking. Instead of being prisoners of the status quo, we need youth to dive deep and bring transformation from within. You cannot change the world with mere high principles and morals. You need to act. On any given day, any action towards a positive change is better than inaction. You must cultivate a critical mind which is well informed. education cannot be alienated from one's roots. It must mirror of social reality and the journey of progress through time. Our students must be equipped with the knowledge of history, language, philosophy, politics, and economy. This brings me to the transformative powers of education. In today's knowledge-based economy, education and information are the key assets of an individual. Through quality education and sheer hard work and dedication, one can break the barriers of social strata. Education is a tool of social mobility and is the foundation of the social development. Our students must be aware that the basic laws and principles that govern the land. The citizens must connect with our Constitution because it is our ultimate safeguard. That is why I insist on propagation of constitutional culture. It is high time for all the institutions to introduce a subject on the basic ideas about the Constitution and the governance, irrespective of the stream of learning. The ideas of the Constitution needs to be simplified for everyone understanding and empowerment. A participatory democracy thrives when its citizens are able to make informed choices. The ultimate goal of our education should be to enable us to make informed choices. Another aspect that is key to the sustenance of our democracy in honoring our plurality. Instead of fostering the feeling of othering, our education should lead us where we can nurture diversity. Speaking of diversity, we should not lose sight of the big picture in the globalized world. Today's youth is facing several unique challenges. Our way of life has undergone massive transformation with the passage of time. Our food, language, clothes, games, festivals, and so on are deeply rooted expressions of our identity and values. These expressions of our identity and tools of social choices, but also are links with our past. The memories and stories of our great-grandparents, grandparents, and parents tell us about the world as it was. But most importantly, we derive our sense of continuity. These identities help us find our roots. With rapid globalization and massive developments in science and technology, several cultural and identities are interacting with each other with increased frequency. Driven by the winds of globalization, we are moving towards a global culture. As this global culture engulfs the world, the need of sustaining diversity assumes great significance. The global culture is emerging as a threat to the local culture, symbols, and identities. The social media, television, pop culture glamorize a particular way of life, and sadly, we are blindly aping the same. Instead of celebrating our distant heritage and culture, we are allowing our rich identities to be blurred. The present generation is in flux. It is gradually losing link to the past and thereby losing the sight of the purpose and the path of future. While I acknowledge the necessity and the positive changes ushered in the globalization and development of science and technology, I urge you to think its micro impact in our daily lives. According to the 2021 UNESCO World Report of Languages, half of the approximately 7,000 languages spoken in the world today could disappear by the end of the century. With loss of each language, we are not only losing considerable literature and folklore, but also losing wisdom inherited through generations. Similarly, the march of globalization has significantly impact on genetic diversity as well. We are witnessing the rapid loss of crop varieties, wild species, and indigenous livestock. Additionally, the market is driven by demands of the global economy. As a result, more and more farmers are moving beyond indigenous crops for short-term gains. This changes cropping pattern is altering the character of soil, thereby reducing its capacity to support biodiversity. Similarly, climate change and environmental pollution are also affecting the wild varieties. Put together, a huge ecological imbalance is driving at us. Another aspect of globalization is its impact on local handicrafts and artisans. With global brands flooding the market with mass-produced designs and products, the local artisans are pushed to the corner. They are facing tough competition and are struggling to survive. With the near zero patronage now, the art forms which have evolved over centuries are vanishing in front of us. I hope my observations are not taken as a criticism of globalization per se, but the above issues definitely prove to us what we have somewhere gone wrong with our present model globalization. Although we have made significant achievements, yet our societies are becoming increasingly divided over access to wealth and resources. That is why the present generation is faced with unique challenges of finding solutions to these pressing concerns. The rising inequities between the classes need urgent attention. We need to find a model of globalization which is sustainable, equitable, and just for all. Such a model globalization demands harmony, respect, and coexistence of differing identities. Peace and prosperity can only prevail in a society built on consensus and sense of fraternity. Beyond the ideas of tolerance, we need acceptance. We should not seek uniformity, rather we should seek unity. The university is a space intended to foster the spirit of such thinking. It allows us to spend our formative years in an environment that promotes thinking, questioning, and debating. The space for dialogue is very scarce in an educational institution, not just with the teachers, but also among the peers. As you graduated today, your learning has not come to an end. On the contrary, their learning has just started. There is so much to learn from the experience of life. Be humble. Remember your duty towards your family and the community. Before I end, I quote Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, who once stated, "Men are mortal, so are ideas. An idea needs propagation as such as a plant needs watering. Otherwise, both will wither and die." Unquote. Let the ideas of liberty, equality, fraternity, and justice keep reverberating upon these grounds. My best wishes to the new graduates for a remarkable future. Before I conclude, I would like to sincere thanks to the Executive Council, Vice Chancellor and Chancellor of the Osmania University for decision conferring this honorary doctorate to me. This university is fortunate to have a proactive governor as its chancellor. A doctor by profession, Madam Governor will be able to appreciate every difficulty of the academic community. I am sure with her as the chancellor, you will find solution to all your problems. I thank the Chancellor, Madam, for kindly agreeing the rescheduling of her program to accommodate my request for change of date of this event. I congratulate the Vice Chancellor, Dr. D. Ravinder, for successfully organizing this convocation. I know how difficult his job is. I am told he is doing a very fine job and managing the affairs of the university. I wish him all the best. I hope that the student community and the faculty bring more laurels to the university under his leadership. I thank the Honorable Chief Justice of Telangana, Sri Ujjwal Bhuyan, my brother and sister judges of Telangana High Court for sparing time, joining me receiving the honor today. చివరిగా మన వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ గారు చెప్పినట్టు రెండు ముక్కలు తెలుగులో చెప్పకపోతే నా ఉపన్యాసం పూర్తి కాదు. తెలుగు బిడ్డవై ఉండి తెలుగు రాదంచు సిగ్గులేకంక చెప్పుటెందుకురా, అన్య భాషలు నేర్చి ఆంధ్రంబు రాదంచు సకిలించు ఆంధ్రుడా చావైందురా అని కాళేజీ గారు అన్నారు. మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు. అందుకనే తప్పనిసరిగా 4 ముక్కలు తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్పి ముగిస్తాను. మీ అందరినీ నేను కోరుకునేది ఏంటంటే, ఎంతో చైతన్యవంతమైనటువంటిది, అనేక రాజకీయ ఉద్యమాలకి, సంస్కృతికి, చరిత్రకి నిదర్శనమైనటువంటి ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీలో మీరంతా కూడా ఈరోజు చదువుకొని గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్, పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ అయ్యి మరి జీవితంలో ప్రవేశించబోతున్నారు. మీకు నేను చెప్పేటటువంటి ఒక్క విషయం ఏంటంటే, మీ మాతృమూర్తిని, మాతృభాషని మాతృదేశాన్ని మట్టికి మరవద్దు. మీరు మీ భాషా సంస్కృతి ఎప్పుడు కూడా మరవకుండా ఎంత పెద్ద ఉద్యోగంలో ఉన్నా ఎక్కడున్నా ప్రపంచంలో మీ గ్రామంతో మీ సొసైటీతోటి మీరు ఏ సామాజిక వర్గం నుంచి వచ్చారో ఏ సమాజాన్ని నుంచి వచ్చారో ఆ సమాజంతో సంబంధాన్ని కొనసాగించండి. తద్వారా మీరు దేశానికి చాలా మేలు చేసిన వాళ్ళు అవుతారు. ఎందుకంటే మన రూట్స్ మనం మర్చిపోతే మనని చరిత్ర క్షమించదు, మన జాతి క్షమించదు. అందుకని చెప్పేసి ఆ విషయాన్ని తప్పనిసరిగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. అంతేకాకుండా తెలుగు సాహిత్యాన్ని బాగా చదవండి. ఎందుకంటే అద్భుతమైనటువంటి సాహిత్యం తెలుగులో ఇవాళ ఉంది. నేను ఒక దాశరథి గారు 2 పద్యాలే చదువుతాను, ఎక్కువ చదవను. కోటి తెలుగుల బంగారు కొండ క్రింద పరుచుకున్నట్టు సరస్సు లోపల వసించి ప్రొద్దున అందాల పూలు పూయ నా తెలంగాణ తల్లి కంజాతవల్లి 1000 స్తంభాల గుడి నుండి చేయి సాచి ఎల్లోరా గుహల నందు పల్లవించి శిల్పి ఉలి ముక్కులో వికసించినట్టు నా తెలంగాణ కోటి పుణ్యాల జాణ మోగబోయిన కోటి తమ్ముల గళాల పాట పలికించి కవిత జవమ్ము కూర్చి నా కళానకు బలమిచ్చి నడిపినట్టి నా తెలంగాణ కోటి రత్నాల వీణ. ఎంత అద్భుతమైనటువంటి సాహిత్యాన్ని ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి కవులు కళాకారులు మనకు అందజేశారో మీకు తెలుసు. నేను వారందరికీ కూడా శిరస్సు వంచి నమస్కరించి మీరందరూ ఆ సాహిత్యాన్ని, ఆ సంస్కృతిని, ఆ చరిత్రని మరి ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తారని చెప్పి ఆశిస్తూ, మీరందరూ కూడా ఉత్తరాలు రాయటం మటుకు మానబాకండి, పుస్తకాలు చదవటం మానుకోబాకండి. ఉత్తరాలు రాస్తే అంటే లెటర్స్ కనుక రీడింగ్ చేస్తే మీలో ఉన్నటువంటి కవి బయటకు వస్తాడు. మనకు తెలిసి ఎంతోమంది పెద్దలు, మరి నెహ్రూ గాంట్ల లాంటి వాళ్ళు లెటర్స్ టు డాటర్ రాసి చరిత్రని, ప్రపంచ చరిత్రని ఆ కూతురికి తెలియజెప్పాడు జైల్లోంచి ఆ రోజున. అటువంటి అలాది అనిపించేటటువంటి వాటినన్నింటినీ కూడా మర్చిపోకుండా, మీ రూట్స్ మర్చిపోకుండా మీరు అద్భుతంగా జీవితంలో పైకి రావాలని కోరుకుంటూ, నాకు ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినటువంటి మీ అందరికీ కూడా కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తూ, ప్రత్యేకించి గవర్నర్ గారికి రొంబ థ్యాంక్స్ మేడం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, sir, for thought-provoking convocation address. Yeah. Now, may I request the Madam Chancellor, Dr. Srimati Tamisai Soundararajan Garu, to give her message.
He has communicated all the alumni, which is the dream of mine. For the past 1 year, we are trying to communicate all the alumni of the various universities so that the past students will help to improve the infrastructure to help the present students. So I congratulate you. Not only you are taking care of the present students, you are trying to reach out the past students. I congratulate you for all your efforts. And my respects to the Executive Council, Deans of Faculties, and the eminent personalities who are here. Dr. G. Chandraya, Chairman, Telangana State Human Rights Commission. Sri Justice Ujjal Bhujan, our Honorable Chief Justice of Telangana High Court. Sri B. Vinod Kumar, Vice Chairman, Telangana State Planning Board. Professor E. Suresh Kumar, Vice Chancellor, IFLU, Professor Lambadri, Chairman, Telangana Higher Education, and Sri Rajashekar, Indian Foreign Service Officer, OSD, Status Division, Ministry of External Affairs, and most of the eminent personalities, all the dignitaries who have assembled here. Apart from that, my respects to the dear students who are qualified today and who are going to be the future leaders, and my special respects to all the professors, teachers. But for the teachers, we are all cannot stand like this and we cannot perform like this. And this is a prestigious university which has produced prime ministers, chief ministers, ministers, judges, professors, doctors, engineers, chartered accountants, and lawyers, so on. And it has produced chief ministers, prime ministers, ministers, lawyers, doctors, engineers, and it is going to give prime ministers, chief ministers, ministers, judges, lawyers, and doctors. So there is no any dearth of the proud alumni of this institution, and I'm really very happy that I could be available in a program sharing the dais with the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Sri N. Ramana Garu. Why I am telling this? Because when I learned and when I was hearing about his message, the wide subject which he covered, and he was concerned about everything, about the present situation and the present generation. And because he covered everything, I want to highlight certain things to the younger generation. Honorable Abdul Kalam said, you cannot change the future, but you can change the habits. By changing your habits, you can change your future. Because I have been working as an assistant professor in a medical college, and I know what all the problems the students are facing. So the challenges should be faced by them. And it is disheartening to know that the students are taking some drastic steps, even to end their life, not able to withstand the challenges. My first appeal is, because as our Honorable Chief Justice has covered everything, as a mother, as a governor, as a doctor, and as an academician, and as an assistant professor who had a good touch with the students, my appeal is, be courageous. And today is not the end day. Today is the starting of your life. First of all, you have to thank your parents, because without the parents' sacrifice, we are not going to be here. Because of your parents' sacrifice, you're all sitting here, and first salute to them, because I know the students, they have come from diverse situations, and because of that, they have earned for you, they have learned for you, and because of that sacrifice, we are all here. So we have to reciprocate our gratitude to them. But nowadays, the younger generation are very jittery to face the challenges. First, you have to face the challenges. You have to be courageous. As it is said by our Honorable Chief Justice, so many stalwarts have visited this college. So you have seen so many leaders. So you have to learn lessons from them. It is not that each and everyone is in the weaker side, but I want everyone should be in the stronger side. First of all, as I thank the teachers, I have to thank the parents. I have to especially thank the teachers. Because you imagine the first day you entered the college, how you were, what type of knowledge you had, what were the habits you were following, and what was the system you were following. And now you can imagine after 3 years or 5 years of your studies, how they have refined you, how they have remodeled you, how they have brought up you so that you can face the challenges. Your special salute to all the teachers. So because of them, we are here. It is not easy to be a teacher in a college. I learned one student, after attending the class, went to the professor's room, locked the door, and said, "Sir, to pass the exam, I will do anything for you. I will do anything." So the professor asked, "Will you do anything for me?" "Yeah, whatever you ask, sir, I will do." Then he was pleading. Then the professor told, I will say one thing. Will you follow it? Will you do that? Then you do whatever you do, but I have to pass, sir. Why can't you study? That is the basic thing. So we don't accept we have to study. One student asked, it happened during my class itself. I was asking, because justice here, there are so many cases he has also faced. I asked after the class, "Do you have any doubt?" One student rose and asked, "One doubt I want to be cleared." "What?" "Where are the question papers are printed, madam?" So I want to say there is no any shortcut for the success. Please, there is no any shortcut at all. You have to travel. You have to face the challenge. You have to face the difficulties. During the path will be, it won't be with flowers or fruits. It will be with thorns. It will be with pricking stones. It will be with some blocks. But you have to cross so that you have to achieve your goal. So my plea to the younger generation is, don't compromise your happiness for anything. I have seen some students, after the class, if I ask, "How are you?" I'm there, madam. I don't know. I'm there. What to do? You are there, but why can't you be happy? Why can't you study your lessons on the same day? Why can't you face the challenges? Why can't you thank your morning? What do you do? So what I told, because why I started with our Honorable Abdul Kalam's wordings, small changes. Tomorrow, you are not without any guidance. You have to face the world. So small changes. If you are getting up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, please get up at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, so that you will have extra 1 hour to learn something, to experience certain things, so that you will have better future. And if you are sleeping by 9 o'clock, don't sleep by 12 o'clock, because nowadays when I am asking the students, they are telling, no, we are studying till 12 o'clock, we are studying till 1 o'clock, so morning we are getting up late. Please, first of all, be systematic in your life. That is very important. Don't be in a facade manner. Be systematic. Morning 4:30. Morning 4:30 I get up. I sleep by 10 o'clock. And whatever may be the challenges, we have to do our duty. When I became the governor, some of the press friends, all my press friends are very friendly with me. They asked me, "Are you an extraordinary person in this age you became the governor?" I told, "I am a very ordinary person. I like other women here all sitting. I like saris. I like flowers. I like jimkis. I like everything. I'm a very, very ordinary person, but doing everything in an extraordinary way. So I acquired this position." Small things also I want to do, little extraordinary. It's not an ordinary. We are not there to do ordinary things. We are here to do extraordinary things because we have the capacity. You introspect. Whether I am doing everything for my capacity. No. As a doctor, I am telling, we are using only 10% of our brain capacity. Use it fully. God has given you all efforts, with all your efforts. Use it fully so that you can achieve great results. Always have some aim. Always have some goal. I have to achieve all these things. Without that, we cannot achieve greater things in the world, because as it is said, when the Chief Justice of India is sitting without efforts, he cannot occupy this position. You can see how much of hard work One day one person asked me, what is the secret of your elevation? So I told 3 secrets I will tell. First secret is hard work. Second secret is hard work. Third secret is also hard work. Without hard work, we cannot come up in life. So, but if a hard work means then we have to be very sad, sitting, no, I have to work, no. Enjoy life, enjoy. As it is said by the Honorable Chief Justice, now we are not enjoying, we are occupied by the cell phones. When we travel, why can't we see the sky? Why can't see the flowers? Why can't we see the birds? Why can't we see some of our human beings, human friends walking along? But we are occupied by the cell phone. So let the gadgets overrule us. Please avoid gadgets overruling us. Now, as a doctor, I can say, if I ask if you can live with your mother, without your mother, yeah. If you can live without your father, yeah. Without your even wife or husband, can you live without your cell phone? No. Nobody can live without 5 minutes, 5 seconds without the cell phone, as if the hands are broken. So please be away from cell phones. Sometimes, like meditation, with conviction, I won't touch my phone for some hours. Nowadays, because before and all, we used to tell the students, please meditate, please away from worries. But now we are telling, please away from your cell phone. And another thing, even when such convocation, the professor, like our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ravinder, one of the person who got the gold medal, he asked, and whom do you want to honor? You have got the gold medal. You got the gold medal because of your teacher, because of your mother, because of your father, because of your professor. Then that told, no, I want to honor Google. Because of Google only I got everything. So now it is going, as a doctor also, we are facing so much of difficulties. Before and all, if a patient comes to us, then we will explain, you are suffering from stomach pain, you are having such things. So your diagnosis gastritis. No, that person don't know, doctor. I searched Google and then only I came. All my symptoms are saying that you are wrong. All my symptoms are saying I am having little different disease than what you are telling. So it is very difficult to overcome the gadgets, to be successful without the gadgets also. But we have to be free, and as it is said, we have to respect our roots, respect our culture, respect our efforts. So always have an aim, high aim. As our Honorable Prime Minister, when he set a target of 5 trillion, then everyone told, till 70 years we cross only 3 trillion. Within few years, how we will cross 5 trillion? Then he told, set up hard goals, unachievable goals. Try towards that, move towards that, then it will be achievable. Don't have small goals. So as our Honorable Abdul Kalam ji say, having a small goal is a sin. Have great goals. Then move towards it. Whatever may be the difficulties we face, always be courageous. Let anything comes. If this mic is not working, we have another mic. If that mic is not working, we have another mic. If both mic is not working, okay, we can shout it. So no problem at all. So I'm really very happy to be here. And as when I was when we are conferring the degree to our Honorable Justice, I told, it is a great moment for me to be in this dais, and I'm really very happy. My young friends, I want to tell, be happy, be courageous, have a great goal, achieve things. And as I said, this OSMANIA University which produced Prime Ministers and Chief Ministers, is going to produce Prime Ministers, Chief Ministers, and more stalwarts. So my best wishes to you all. Thank you so much. And I have to thank our Honorable Chief Justice. He told me, because of his request, I changed the time, because we gave the time in the morning, but I have a feeling, everything, because I'll be moving towards something. And if some request or something comes, then I always feel that is betterment. Whatever maybe, you respect me, no problem. If you are not respect me, no problem at all. So, but when he very pleadingly asked me, it's not that he can always say, "Sir, madam, I want to come only in the evening," but he was so sweet. His office was so sweet. They asked me, "Madam, can you be changed in the evening?" Then I told, no problem. When Chief Justice, because he's a working day, he has court duties. So no problem. But what, today I wish all of them very, very good, very great, very happy Varalakshmi Vridham. Because I forgot, in my duty I forgot it. Morning my husband called. "You are not coming for Varalakshmi Vridham, you have booked a ticket from Puducherry to Telangana." Oh, good thing, for this only our Honorable Justice has changed it in the evening. So I traveled to Chennai and celebrated Varalakshmi, short, sweet Varalakshmi Vridham in my house. And then I flew, and almost both of them landed at the same time. So that is also very good. So you made me to celebrate the Varalakshmi Vridham. For that I have to thank you. So everyone concluded in Telugu. Then I am Tamil Isai, but I am Telugu Isai, no now. So what to do? So I will also tell in the sweet Telugu language. Vidyardhulu andariki manchi bhavishyaturu vindalini ఆశిస్తున్నాను. దేశమంతే మల్టీ కారేయకి దేశమంతే మరిషియోలగి అట్లానే యూనివర్సిటీ అంతే స్టూడెంట్ అందరికీ శుభాకాంక్షలు. అందరికీ వరలక్ష్మి నోన్బు శుభాకాంక్షలు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Thank you, madam, for your inspirational speech. Thank you, madam. Now I request Registrar to start.
Madam Chancellor, I pray that gold medals be awarded to the candidates who have been declared entitled to receive the gold medals. And the gold medals candidates pertaining to postgraduate courses for the academic year 2020-2021. Faculty of Arts, Shriman Udhimbai Govindacharya Memorial Gold Medal for the standing first in MA Telugu and securing highest marks in Janapada Sahityam. And the second gold medal, Kanduri Venkatachari and Ranganayamaka Gold Medal for standing first in MA Telugu by securing highest marks in old poetry. To the Kura Vanuja and Srimati Marmaganti Veerathamma Memorial Gold Medal for standing first in MA Sanskrit among the lady candidates. And also another gold medal, Miss Professor Mudiganti Gopal Reddy Memorial Gold Medal for the standing first in MA Sanskrit by securing highest marks in Vedic studies. To Richa, Miss Richa. She got 2 gold medals, Richa. And Dr. Syed Abdul Faisal Memorial Gold Medal for standing first in MA Arabic by securing highest marks in the paper of History of Arabic Literature, Classical and Modern, Mr. Muhammad Abdul Alim. And Sri Madadali Venkat Ramanujacharyulu and Sitama Memorial Gold Medal to the women candidate for securing highest marks in MA Hindi, Sana Afrin. And Professor Shivaramakrishna Memorial Gold Medal for standing first in MA English, Kamabam Divya Jyoti Reddy. And Dr. P. Hanmantarao Educational Foundation Gold Medal for standing first in MPhil Clinical Psychology Gurugula Nisi Refuse. Sri Chelamela Ramchandra Reddy Memorial Gold Medal for standing first in MLIC and for securing highest marks in Management of Library and Information Center, B. Vijay Lakshmi Pranita. OSMANIA Graduates Association Diamond Jubilee Gold Medal for standing first in MA Sociology by securing highest marks in paper Rural Sociology, Pratyusha, Bodhana Pratyusha. And Srimati Guttam Sugunamma Memorial Gold Medal for standing first in MA Economics by securing highest marks in Agriculture Economics paper, Pandi Ramya. And Srimati Vallala Radhamma Memorial Gold Medal to a women candidate for standing first in MA Economics, Jade Aradhana. Next, Iduvir Memorial Gold Medal for securing highest marks in Development and Rural Communication paper of 4th semester in MCJ, Banagiri Priyadarshini. And Faculty of Management, Srimati Sudha Varshini Memorial Gold Medal for securing highest marks in MBA, day and evening put together from University College of Commerce and Business Management, OU, Apruri Tulasi Devi. And Professor J. Satyanarayana Memorial Gold Medal for standing first in Commerce, MCOM, by securing highest marks in Managerial Economics of first semester and Business Environment of second semester from the campus and constituent colleges, Nagatota Snehalata. And Srimati Ramamani and Sri P.S. Raju Gold Medal for standing first in MCOM by securing highest marks in paper cost accounting, Srivani Bondakadi. And Faculty of Science, Professor N. Rajeshwar Rao Memorial Gold Medal for standing first in MSc Physics, Tahirim Begum. And also she is getting B. Hagriva Rao and B. Revati Gold Medal for standing